Welcome, my dear students. Welcome to Clarity for SEO. Today, in this session, we will discuss the important updates with respect to the PRAVAAH portal, an initiative of RBI. All right. So, RBI circular has been released, and RBI makes PRAVAAH portal mandatory from 1st of May 2025. It is mandatory to use PRAVAAH portal in order to file application, in order to do registration. Everything we will discuss in this session. So just be with me for next 10 minutes. And apart from this PRAVAAH portal, we will also find the recent initiatives taken by RBI with respect to consumer awareness as well as for consumer, in order to increase the efficiency of consumers, in order to increase the digital literacy among the consumers, and finally, in order to achieve the goal of financial inclusion to each and every corner of our country. So let's move on to the next slide. See here, RBI unveils the PRAVAAH portal, the first portal, retail direct app, retail direct for in order to boost the retail direct investment for in government securities, and fintech repositories to enhance the public access. Enhance the access so that general public can use such type of tech friendly initiatives in order to in order to like to in order to enhance the uh, financial literacy as well as enhance the financial inclusion to the uh, at the grassroots level. So the PRAVAAH, as it is a portal for regulatory application, validation, and authorization. Just remember the full form of PRAVAAH. It is a portal for regulatory application, validation, and authorization. It's a portal which is very much secure and centralized by RBI, and it is a web-based platform for individual and entities. It is talking about the regulated entities, all right, which may be banks or financial or NBFCs, right, to apply online for various regulatory approvals from the RBI. The portal streamlines the process of seeking authorization. Let's see the function of portal. Okay, what we can do in this portal. It streamlines the process of seeking authorization, license, or regulatory approvals by providing a single point of contact. It's a single window clearance system without any delay. It is a uh, the the prime reason, the prime purpose behind such initiative by the RBI is to reduce the red tapeism. Okay, red tapeism, the delay in file movement and all. So it is expected to improve the efficiency of the RBI's regulatory approval and the clearance process. All right. Now coming to the next initiative, the Retail Direct Mobile App. This is also being launched by the RBI. It offers the retail investors, the small retail investors. Okay, apart from the not the primary dealers, talking about the retail investors to access the retail direct platform and facilitates transaction in government securities. Means retail investors can now buy or sell government securities directly from RBI through this interface, retail direct mobile app interface. All right, it enables the retail investors to open the, and in order to access this mobile app, investors need to open a gilt account with whom? With RBI. Means they have to maintain a gilt account with RBI in order to, that is retail direct gilt account with RBI, in order to participate in the auctioning process of government securities. And after that they can buy and sell. Means first at the primary mode, they can buy the government securities. They can buy the government securities from RBI. Okay, buy the government securities from the RBI, and they can perform buying and selling of government securities in the secondary market. In the secondary market. All right, compatible with both the Android user as well as iOS users. Now, coming to the third initiative, the fintech repository. It's a comprehensive, see, fintech. Fintech is the it's formed by two terms, that is finance plus technology. Okay. So fintech repository means something like a library type of things. Okay, repository, it's a comprehensive database. Repository is what? It's a comprehensive database containing information of Indian fintech sectors. Okay, the repository aims to provide better understanding of the sector for the regulatory perspective and facilitate the design of appropriate policy approach. So it aims to facilitate the users actually, so that they can establish a better interface and they can understand the regulatory perspectives and that how the fintech industry in our country actually works, right? It includes the information of Indian fintech companies, their products, and the services provided by Indian fintech companies, and the regulatory framework applicable to such fintech industries. Okay, so these three initiatives by the RBI you should keep in mind, because the questions can be framed in your phase one as well as they can frame questions in phase two as well from such type of initiatives of RBI in your regulatory bodies like RBI as well as other examinations. RBI has also launched, apart from these three tech-friendly initiative, it has also launched a related repositories called EM-Tech repository meant for RBI regulated entities, banks and NBFCs. The EM-Tech repository contains the information on the adoption of emerging technology. EM stands for emerging technology, okay, such as AI, machine learning, cloud computing, disbursed ledger technology, and quantum computing by such entities like banks and NBFCs, right? So EM-Tech is another initiative. You can use such examples in your descriptive answers as well while addressing the question for phase two. All right, the new initiatives by the RBI in order to make the people more digitally literate, okay, and to increase the access of digital literacy among the people, among the general people. Now, let's focus on PRAVAAH portal because we were discussing about this circular only. So the purpose behind this, the purpose is very much simple, that in order to make the things more efficient, in order to make the things more transparent, and to speed up the process of regulatory applications, which we used to submit to the RBI, right? Like authorization requests, licensing process, regulatory approvals, every should be under a single window clearance system at single interface. Okay. So from 1st of May 2025, it becomes mandatory for all the regulatory entities to compulsorily use the PRAVAAH portal launched by RBI. Launched on which date? Launched on, see here, 28th of May 2024. The PRAVAAH portal launched at 28th of May 2024, and in 1st of May 2025 is become mandatory for all the regulatory entities to use it, right? In order to submit their application, to seek application and all. Now, objective, obviously, to streamline, to reduce the delays, to reduce the red tapeism, to reduce the delays in manual or offline submission, and to enhance the accountability and transparency in regulatory interactions. Okay. Now, entities which are required to use, this circular is talking about that all the regulated entities mandatorily you need to use the PRAVAAH portal. So these are the following entities which has to use the PRAVAAH portal in order to file the application, in order to get the approval from the RBI. The following we will see here. The first one, scheduled commercial bank, which include the small finance, local area banks, and regional banks as well. Then we have urban cooperative banks. Then the third one is state cooperative banks and central cooperative banks. The fourth one, all India financial institutions. We have 5 AIFIs institutions. You can write the name of those 5 all India financial institutions in the comment section of this video. Okay, in order to make just a revision, a sort of revision. All right. Then the NBFCs, including the housing finance companies, the primary dealers, the payment system operators, and the credit information companies. These all regulatory, just remember, these 8 regulatory entities need to submit their application mandatorily with PRAVAAH portal from 1st of May 2025. Just keep in mind, they can ask a question in phase 1 in the elimination method. They will give you the 5 options and one option would not be there. Okay, and you have to mark the incorrect one. So just keep in mind, the especially the payment system operators, credit information companies, and the primary dealer. Rest you can guess out, right? See the features of the portal. Portal contains all the required application forms, instructions for accessing, submitting, tracking. These are the features that is provided in this portal. Now, let's solve some questions now. it's a brain teaser time. I'm giving you 5 questions related to the PRAAH portal only. I want each and everyone to write the correct answer A, B, mark A, B, C, D, or E, whatever be the correct answer in the comment section in order to make a sort of revision. First one is very much easy, that on which day RBI made it mandatory for all the regulatory entities to use the PRAAH portal in order to submit the application for authorization, license, and approvals. The second one related to the full form of PRAAH, the acronym for PRAAH, platform for regulatory, DAS, validation, and authorization. You need to find the correct answer over here. Even if you know the answer, then also I want each and everyone to move the fingertips in order to make a sort of revision, right? And it will help you to recall in the examination time. That's why I'm asking you. See the third question, which is the following feature is not the part of PRAAH at the time of launch. You need to answer the correct answer. Then approximately how many applications had PRAAH processed before RBI made it mandatory? This also you need to answer. And the fifth last question of the day, which type of entities are required to use the PRAAH from May 2025? This also you need to answer. All right. So that's all for today, my dear students. And at last, we have this program, the RBI Mentorship and Test Series program, in just 2,499. And in this program, we provide you the complete syllabus for RBI coverage with PDF materials, with PDF notes, all right, which is in the form of downloadable. And you can watch the videos as well, the live classes in multiple times. There is no restriction in watching the videos. For phase 1, for phase 2, then we have sectional test, then we have keyword test, the full length mock test, which is going to be launched by coming months. Okay, 10 to 12 full length mock tests for phase 1 as well as phase 2 is being provided. And the last, the weekly current affairs analysis. Here, 6 to 7 newspapers analyzed through the news articles, that from what can be the probable question for your phase 1, and what type of articles, what type of news you should use as an example in while writing the descriptive answers in order to get the age in comparison to the other students. All right. So everything we used to discuss in this current affairs sessions, it is very important for phase 1 as well as, because we know in RBI around 80%, or even you can say 80 to 85% were questions, the questions of phase 1 align directly from the newspapers. Okay, so if you're not analyzing any financial daily newspapers, then I would also recommend you to at least follow one financial daily newspapers. And if you have not enough time to follow the financial daily newspaper, then just get into the course. We discuss everything related to the developments of RBI, the RBI guidelines, RBI circulars, and we have separate classes for RBI circulars guidelines as well. Apart from this, means it's some sort of revisions were also going on in our batches. All right. So that's all for today, my dear students. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care. See you soon.